Okay, now we're back for part 3 of our lecture covering chapters 4 and 5. Remember, we're looking at planning, producing, and designing a service experience. The 2 chapters in your text talk about some of the factors that we can examine, the factors that we can create or manipulate or modify that help us create an experience for customers in our service setting or servicescape. So having looked at some of those characteristics or elements, whether it's costuming of employees, kind of uniforms they wear, the colors that are in the environment, the music, and keep in mind how and think about how all of these integrate to create a certain experience. We think about the design of a core product, and that core product being something, core product or service offering, being something that is designed to satisfy that basic need that the customer seeks to fulfill by consuming or using our product or service. And then we talked about how we can augment that core product, customize it by offering supplementary services, right? So we've looked at various elements and characteristics of factors. Now, this is not an exhaustive list of things that we consider when we are trying to create a service experience through the design of our service setting. Now, there are a couple of tools that your text talks about. I mentioned them briefly at the beginning. One was a service script, and the other was a blueprint. We will turn our attention in these next 2 segments to those tools, and we will do a couple of exercises using those tools. Now, the first tool is the service script. And the script is defined by your text, a chronologically ordered representation of the steps that make up the service performance from the customer's point of view. So what we want to do when we're outlining a service script is we simply want to list all of the steps that a customer goes through when they prepare to use or consume, are in the process of consuming, and after they're done consuming our service, right? And as you can see, the example from your text, figure 4.3, gives an example of a service script for legal consulting services. And you see they begin with a call to the attorney's office for an appointment and ending with a call to the attorney's office for a follow-up visit if necessary. But look at how detailed each of these steps are. And again, keep in mind this is from the customer's perspective, because what we're trying to do is understand what is everything that the customer has to do as they prepare to and engage in the consumption of our service offering. So at this point you can figure out what I'm probably going to ask you to do next, right? So to get experience using this concept of the service script, I would like you to develop a script for airline travel. Now keep in mind the script is from the customer's viewpoint and the customer's perspective. So what I would like you to do is include all of the steps in that process, okay? So think about everything from the time, so let's not end up right at the airport, unless you intend to buy the ticket at the airport, but let's not end up at the airport, and start the process with boarding the plane, because you know that there are some steps that had to occur before then. And I prefer actually that you create a more exhaustive list and indicate as many steps as possible, which might include not only going online to make the reservations, but packing your bag. And particularly now, given the TSA security requirements, making sure that the items that you pack are items that you can carry on board, right? But think about every step of the process that a customer has to go through as they prepare for airline travel. And then let's develop the service script, okay?